Hey, what's up, guys? This is Christian. I'm just doing a quick video for the forum. There's a member on there. He was asking about two different pipes. I have two different versions of those pipes. I have a Temsaah, and then I have the KM double wheat. They're pretty similar for comparison. He actually wants the Temsaah triple wheat. I don't have that one, but I have another Temsaah which is similar. I just wanted to point out a few facts about them that I thought might help him decide what to buy. So, anyways, here we have the two pipes. I have a Nowers for comparison. We're going to look at the hose ports. Anyways, here's the brass on the Temsaah. You can see the detail. It's a little deeper. They indented the detail a little bit more, whereas and this does have the wheat decal, so it is a good comparison. This is the XL Horus. Some more wheat decals there, or indentions, engravings, whatever. On the KM, they're slightly finer, not as deep. I like the detail on the KM better, because they have these little etchings on here. The brass is completely polished and like it's lapped or something, where it has a reflective finish, whereas this does too, but not quite as much detail work. You have all these fine engravings, similar to what you find on the Syrian pipe, the Nowras, kind of out here, although the Nowras is even finer than the KM. What else? Oh, I was gonna point out the weld marks. It's not a solid piece. Sorry about that. Had someone in tiny chat. Let's see who it is. We got Gio, Dave, and Travis's friend. Alright, anyways, yeah, the KM is a solid piece all the way through. There's weld marks on here. With the Shaquille and the triple wheat, there's going to be only one of these. I think another member said he had one that didn't have them. All the pictures I've seen recently of the triple wheats and the Shaquilles and the different models that are going to be the same height have them. But they only have one. This one's taller. This is a 36 or 38, so it has two. Let's look at the hose ports real quick. Oh, another point, this is a Temsaah tray, but I think Hookah Company is out. That is the word I've heard lately, but they're really nice compared to well, this is a nice KM, it's the gold trim, but you can see the size difference. For hose ports, I mean, obviously the one on the Temsaah is bigger, which KM actually does. Well, it's about the same size. They look a little bit bigger. Another thing about these pipes, I think is kind of a misleading thing, is that the hose ports, it being bigger, automatically leads it to smoking better. In my experience, that is absolutely not true. The only thing it's going to affect is the draw and how much air you're getting in, and how much restriction is on the pool. So as you see, the ports are pretty much identical. In fact, I think I'm not sure you can see in the light, but there's actually a lip, like when you look in there. That versus that. I think the KM is actually a little bit thicker. And then the hose ports openings are pretty much identical. So that versus, say, something it's a little smaller, like a Nowras. The Nowras has a little slightly more restrictive, but I think the amount of smoke you get from all three of these is going to be pretty much the same with a good bowl. I think the Nowras is a little better because it's a little more restriction, so you get kind of more of a concentrated smoke when you're inhaling. Whereas the KMs, you'll get the same amount but more air. So yeah, that's the jumbo, which I think is pure sex. If you don't like the jumbos, well, that's your personal taste, but I think you gotta be kind of crazy not to like them. Size-wise, they're really not that much bigger. They're gonna hold a little more water, but it's I think at the water line comes to right about here, so it really opens up to the top and allows more smoke. And I think versus this, which has very little room, so I think that's a whole lot better just for smoking. That's just my personal opinion. I haven't really done an in-depth analysis of that, but so yeah, that's the differences between the pipes, and I think why I would lean more towards a KM. That's that and the sell price, the tray, and the coloring of the brass is just, and the engravings to me is a lot more attractive than the KM. So, all right, thanks.